Not being able to buy the latest and greatest drone on the market is not what's keeping you from making money flying drones. I recently just got the Mavic 4 Pro, super stoked on it. It's a great drone, can shoot 6K vertical, really exciting, and love the 3 cameras. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about you and your drone business. What do you need to run a successful drone business? Yes, you do need equipment, but you don't need the latest and greatest drone on the market to be able to effectively market and make money. Most people think and get stuck in this mindset of, man, if I just had the newest drone, I would be able to make more money. If I just had a better drone, better equipment, I would be able to make more. Well, that's not typically the issue. Most of the times, you've got a drone that's on the shelf waiting to make money for you. Your ability to market is what the problem is. So my name is Jacob. I've been flying drones professionally for the last 7 years, built a business starting in Indiana, built it up, and then moved to Vegas a few years back. Built it up to 6 figures a year and then started coaching other drone pilots. At this point, I've helped over 100 drone pilots build their business and scale. And I hear this all the time with new equipment coming out. Oh, the Mavic 4 Pro is coming out. Should I buy it? Should I get it? I think it'll give me more clients. I'm just here to tell you that's not true. I've got probably 10, 12 different drones. The one over here, this is the M3E. I've got my Mavic 4 Pro. That's the newest one, addition to the crew to the fleet. And I've got Nevada 2, Nevada 1. I've got multiple Phantoms, multiple Mavics over the years. And every time I bought a new drone, it didn't build my business. I thought it was gonna fix the business when it was struggling, and it never really did. And yes, new drones, different types of drones, the reason you want to buy them is to be able to provide new services. And after the Mavic 3, we noticed obviously that you had to specialize. You know, the Phantom 4 Pro could do literally everything. It could map, it could shoot great video, it had a 20 megapixel camera, 4K. It was a great drone overall. And then when we got to the Mavic 3, it couldn't actually map by itself. It couldn't run third-party apps. So then you needed to buy an enterprise version to be able to do that type of stuff. That is the reason you want to buy another drone. But just buying a new drone for the sake of buying a new drone and hoping it'll bring more business is not going to happen. When I bought the Mavic 4, I didn't expect all of a sudden overnight clients to start calling me and go, "Hey, I heard you got the Mavic 4. That, you know, great. Let's schedule the shoot. That's what we've been waiting for." We don't want to build our businesses based on the equipment that we don't have. So if you've got a Mini 4 Pro, a Mini 3 Pro, or an Air 3, something like that, you should be able to make money with that drone. And most of the time our minds get in the way and say, if only I had this, I'd be a professional. If only I had that, I'd be a professional. And I'm here to tell you, like, don't think like that. Like, take yourself off the hook when it comes to new equipment and stuff. If I only had new equipment, it's not about the equipment. At the end of the day, if you're able to master the equipment that you currently have, you should 100% be able to get more drone jobs. I had a client that I worked with a year or so ago, didn't have his 107, so we started studying for the 107, took 20 or 30 days. He got the license. That was back before I stopped working with non-107 pilots. But he got the 107, had a Mini 4 Pro, and just ended up, after a month of having the license, getting a contract for doing social media monthly with a business in his city. That came because he was executing correctly and doing a great job with the Mini 4 Pro. He was capturing in vertical 4K. He was uploading consistently to Instagram. He was targeting other local businesses around him, and he was noticed. People found out about what he was doing and saw the quality that he had to offer. And then they booked him for a contract. I don't know if it was 500, $1,000 a month, but most people think I need to have a better drone than a Mini 4 Pro before I can make $1,000 a month or get a contract like that. That's not the case. And yeah, there's obviously benefits to upgrading, you know, whenever you do. But like I said, that's a later problem for you. If you haven't made money, or if you're not making the money that you want, it's not because of the drone. And I'm a big proponent of building demand before I get new equipment, because I've bootstrapped my business from day one and always had a fairly tight budget. And I've always been under the impression that's helped my business grow, that I don't buy a drone, I don't buy new equipment until I build demand for what that equipment can do for my business. So when I started booking mapping contracts and the Phantom 4 Pro was just taking too long, then I upgraded to the M3E. Worked out really well. Same thing for the Mavic 3 Cine. I had video production clients that were asking for Apple ProRes, and I had enough people ask me for that, and so instead of just getting the Mavic 3 regular, I ended up getting the Mavic 3 Cine to allow me to capture Apple ProRes. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't have the demand there. And so a lot of times we want to buy and hope the demand comes. It's like, if you build it, they will come. Well, if your marketing sucks, no one will come. You've got to focus on building out the marketing and being effective with the equipment that you currently have before you upgrade. So I want to challenge you. What drone are you using today, and how solid of an operator are you? Scale 1 to 10. Are you less than 5? If so, it's not about I need to build the portfolio, I need to get new equipment, or I need to do this, that, and the other. It's about you building the skill to then be able to build off of that to then market. If we don't have a skill, we shouldn't be marketing. And people that are good at marketing but aren't good at the skill, their business never builds. But it's also the same thing, like a lot of drone pilots are really good at what they do. Maybe you're really, really solid. You're a 10 out of 10 when it comes to the ops. You're crushing, maybe you're making, custom builds, or you're flying a Nevada 2 around and just could fly circles around me. Well, then that just means if you're not making money, no one knows about you. You could be the best drone pilot in the world, but if no one knows about you, you're not getting paid. And so you've got to take that next step and then master the marketing. But we don't want to add another piece of gear, another piece of equipment. It's just like adding a loan to a business that's failing. It's just going to add pressure for you. You're just going to look on the shelf and you're going to go, oh my God, I still have that drone. I paid $5,000+ for it. And it's just sitting there. Now I'm stressed out. Versus working your way into it, doing what you can today, and then planning for the next 6 months, going, hey, in 6 months, once I build up demand, once I have consistency, once I've got interest in contracts for construction or this new industry, then I'm going to buy this. For me, I wanted the Mavic 4 just because I wanted the Mavic 4. But I really love the idea of being able to shoot 6K vertical, and I've been posting a lot more on social media, highlighting what I can do and how I've helped drone pilots over the last, few years do that. And that's really why I got it, and I wanted to review it and see. I didn't even think I could actually get it, but they actually sent it to me in June, so I was like, okay, cool, I'll take it. But it didn't do anything for my business. And so at the end of the day, look at the drone that you have, appreciate the drone for what it is, and go out and fly the freaking drone. Fly that drone, but then also make money with it. Like, make contacts, start demos, do the work to make money. Don't just buy another piece of equipment hoping that that will turn into funds, because it rarely ever works that way. So if you're looking to build your business the rest of this year in 2025, and you're either looking for someone to help you do it, like I said, I've helped over 100 drone pilots build their businesses in the drone crew. Got a link for you to book a call in the description below if you're wanting to get help and my support hands-on. If not, all good. One thing that I get asked probably more than any other thing, like any other question, is how do you price your services? So I actually put together a $27 mini course just for you that allows you to, in less than an hour, learn the practical steps that it takes to building out a solid quote. And then you also get the pricing estimator tool that I've built out, that I've used to make my packages, my custom packages and my standard packages. And so for $27, you can get access to that, see how I actually price my services, what goes into the aspects of making a number, because at the end of the day, the more confident you are in your price, the more people will be willing to buy. So I've got a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video. Fly safe.